Hey guys, welcome back to week 5 update for Survival Seeds 2026 collaboration and Grow What You Eat 26 collaboration. I'm out here in the garden. I'm gonna show you guys what is going on in the garden. Not a whole lot, but there is some things going out here. So I'm going to flip you around and show you. Mavericks artichokes. We got them planted. It's got 3 of them over here. That leaf looks like we need to cut that off. Anyway, I'll let him plant his artichokes. In this bed we had to replant our carrots. And I see carrot coming up right there. And that is something coming up right there. Anyway, we replanted the carrots in this bed. We've got potatoes in these beds. So we've got potato coming up right there, potato coming up right there. Let's see. We planted carrots in this bed. I don't think that's a carrot. I think that's a weed. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be pulling weeds. Every time I come out here, I'm pulling weeds. But anyway, we planted carrots in this bed. I don't see anything sprouting up just yet. But I think soon. In this bed, we planted petunias. Not petunias, zinnias. And we do have a zinnia coming up right there. And all right there, you guys, check that out. Along with some weeds. Let me get those out of there. But anyway, we do have some petunias coming up. I'm excited about that. So we have petunias that we started in hydroponic, up potted to soil in the grow tent. But I wanted to go ahead and put some seeds out here. So that's what I did. I sprinkled seeds out here in the 3 zinnia beds. I don't know why I keep saying petunias. In the zinnia beds to get a head start. This we have, so we had grown our beets in the hydroponic, up potted those to soil in the grow tent, and then we transplanted them out here in this bed. And the frost got them because they weren't good and established yet. Check this out. I got beets growing. Beets right there. Beets right there. Beets right over here. More beets right there. Beets right there. And looky here. That looks like some kind of squash from last year, because this bed had squash in it last year. Anyway, we've got beets coming up. We got beets. More potatoes coming up. More potatoes. Don't see, we did plant some more potatoes. Nothing in this bed. So anything that's growing in there is a weed. Nothing in this bed yet. Nothing in this bed except for what's overwintering. But I don't know if the sage or oregano is coming back. But what is that? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's, oh, this is the bed that's got oregano. That one's got sage and something else. Maybe oregano too, but I don't know. Is that oregano? I think the oregano's coming back that overwintered in this bed. That's something, and that's something. And that's a weed. What else? What else? There's nothing else in this bed, so everything is just weeds. That's a weed, because I don't know what it is. And I don't know what, that was some kind of cabbage. I thought I'd leave it for now. Over here we've got onions and a asparagus when we had the frost because it had already sprouted like that. So I went and I cut those down, even with the soil, and then all those asparagus have popped up. And we got onions all throughout in here. We planted some more cilantro over here because we had grown it in the hydroponic and up potted it, and we planted it out here, but it also got taken in the frost. But out here in the mist, so last year I had asparagus that I knew would take a year before we could harvest anything. But I also had planted carrots in here, and the carrots we never got to harvest any carrots from in here. But I think we've got some carrots coming up. And some more weeds. Imagine that. We can get them weeds out of there. But there was something, so right here, I don't know what that is. That has to be something that overwintered in here from last year. And here's more of it right there. But this bed was hot peppers. So anyway, I seen those coming up randomly. So I don't know. But anyway, that's the update for out here. Well, let me take you over here. My GoPro's about to die. You imagine that? I mean, I've been through 3 batteries already today, and this will be the 4th on the GoPro because we've been working on a project. Anyway, nothing in this bed. Cabbage, but something is out here eating my leaves. Now, the other day we found some little bitty inchworms on the leaves, and I think they followed me out here. I had them on the front porch hardening off, and I'll be darned, it looks like they found them out here because they have eaten the leaves up, but maybe they'll still survive. Anyway, that's my cabbages. I want my cabbages. Leave my cabbages alone. And my lettuce. Woo, look at this lettuce. Romaine lettuce. The rabbits are going to be loving this very soon. Now, if I know there's going to be another frost, I'm going to come out here and harvest a bunch of this lettuce for the rabbits. Because that's who I'm growing it for. Brian says it's for him too. So, anyway, the lettuce took a hit in the frost, but it came back. When I peeled all the brown dead leaves off the bottom, it came back. So it's doing really good. Nothing over here but a couple weeds. And get those pulled out of there. Onions are doing good. Onions, I say they're doing good. They appear to be doing good. So you guys, I pulled an onion out of this bed. These are some onions I overwintered. Some of these bigger ones. And I pulled one up from right here the other day. And oh my gosh, I was so excited. These are some big ones back there, but I'm going to leave that for now. Nothing in this bed. More onions in this bed. So the onions did take a little frost hit, but they are coming back. So, I got zinnias coming up in here. I put some zinnia seeds in here, and they are coming up. Let me go check and see this other bed that I put some zinnia seeds in. See if anything's coming up in there. I don't see any zinnia seeds coming up in that one. But anyway, I'm going to take you guys inside and show you what all I've got going in the grow tent and the hydroponic. And I know at least one of my 2 blueberry bushes is doing good, because check out them buds. Them buds. So I definitely know that one's doing good. I'm not so sure about this one. I scraped it the other day. It's green, so that almost looks like a bud up there at the top, but I'm not sure about this other one. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, back to the hydroponic. And here's what all we have in the grow tent that we have already up potted from the hydroponic. Tomatoes, bell peppers, celery, more tomatoes, more celery, more bell peppers, cantaloupe, okra, black diamond watermelon, yellow squash, zucchini squash, basil, romaine lettuce, cantaloupes, all kinds of hot peppers, cowonder, bell peppers. We've got cabbage, marigolds, basil, hot peppers, dill, zinnias. All this was grown. Every bit of this. Romas, all kinds of tomatoes. Everything but most of the stuff in this tray, I direct sowed into soil because the seeds were too big for the hydroponic. That's still got a seed attached to it. I'll leave it alone for now. But what's weird is there is a way to plant yellow squash seeds. You can't just put them in the soil any direction you want. There is a right way and a wrong way. And let me tell you what happened. Was these two sprouted up with the roots growing out of them. They were all confused. They were upside down. So I flipped them around in the pot because I needed them to grow the right way. So anyway, they finally come up. But anyway, over here in the hydroponic, we still have some things going. A few more bell peppers and tomatoes and some cilantro and romas and beefsteaks. Anyway, these were the last to be planted. These I just planted yesterday. These are flowers. I've got a lot of herbs and flowers going that I just got these going last night in this hydroponic. And this hydroponic, those have been going for about 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 days. Those are, some of them are for our kids. I think most of those are for my kids or our gardens. But all of this is for my new flower bed, herb beds. And you guys will see that in a later video. And then I've got some speckled peas over here. I've got microgreens, speckled peas. I've got 9 of them going. And those are for the rabbits. They love their little treats. But anyway, that, oh, over here, let me show you what I've, nothing's going right now. But this is some, spinach that is part of survival seeds. And I'm trying to grow it like a microgreen, but it kind of looks like it is starting to germinate. So in the window over here is probably not the best spot for it. But anyway, that is the spinach for survival seeds. I just thought I'd get a head start and do that in microgreens and see how it does. So anyway, that's going to wrap up this week 5 update for Survival Seeds 2026 collaboration with VC Family Homestead, Lori's World, and Resourceful Living Homestead. Lori is the coordinator for the northern region, and I am the coordinator for the southern region. And this is also week 5 for Grow What You Eat 26 collaboration with Jan, Simply Jan Homestead, Susan, Butler Family Farm, and myself, Kathy, Resourceful Living Homestead. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on week 5. Wait, week 6. We'll see you on week 6.